EA Sports has dropped their rankings. Let's talk about it. Next up here on Locked On Sooners.
You are Locked On Sooners, your daily podcast on the Oklahoma Sooners. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
And thanks again for making Locked On Sooners your first listen every single day. Shout out to all the everydayers out there for tuning in, subscribing to the show. For your second listen, check out our guy Brian Smith over at The Portal over on the Locked On Podcast Network. He breaks down all the recruits out there in the streets. And he's raved about some players that the Sooners are going after. So check out Brian Smith on The Portal. And so EA Sports College Football 2026 decided to start dropping their rankings. The game launches in, the early access is in like a week and some change. And so, yeah, I'm definitely going to go ahead and cop that myself. But they dropped some of the rankings. So, like, for example, on the 27th, they put out the top 25. And Oklahoma was ranked number 17 overall in the country, 14 on offense, 17 on defense, which is really weird to me if they have the defense rate lower than the offense. But depending on who you talk to, some realize who's actually going to be, they think a lot of people think this defense is going to be better than last year just because the offense is going to be able to help and supplement and actually contribute to the team this year. But I digress. You start to see some of the player ratings. The player ratings is what got everybody's attention. And so Oklahoma is seeing some very highly rated dudes out there in the top 20 quarterbacks. Guess where Oklahoma has got our guy John Mateer rated? Yep, he's rated in top 10. John Mateer is also rated as a 91, which is one of the top ratings in the game. Him and Jaydn Ott is rated 90. So you got a couple of guys that are going to be rated very nicely in this game coming up. So whenever you turn it on, you'll have a reason to be excited. There was one guy that was talking about playing, I can't remember the national person, but they got to preview the game and play around with it. And they said one of their favorite team to play with was Oklahoma. They're going to be so much fun, not only in the video game, but also in real life. You have to run with them. And they showed up. They're showing up in the game. Oklahoma is popping off as one of the top teams in college football. And so in this video game. And so that should actually translate to, real life, because we expect Oklahoma to be one of the better teams in college football. Like, there's no excuse if we really truly think about it. We've got the weapons. I think offensively with Jaydn Ott and John Mateer, there's no reason why we should not be rated close to the top and play like that this coming season. So it's cool to see that Oklahoma has popped off on the list. The question now is, who else is rated there? So they popped off with some other rated players in, I guess you could say, from 86 up. And so who's going to have an 89 rating is going to be Robert Spears-Jennings, which is one we all know needs to be getting more respect. Respect that man's game, especially the way he played last year, attacking on the blitz and being out there in the secondary. Robert Spears-Jennings should have a good year. R. Mason Thomas is also an 89. Eli Bowen and Deion Burks come in at 88. And then you have G-Baby, Grayson Halton, Kip Lewis, and Dominic Williams popping off at 87. Javante Barnes is 86, one of the hardest working players on the team. Gave that man a little respect. Threw him out there as a 86. Thought that was kind of impressive. So when I looked at it, though, like I said, in comparison to everyone else, man, there's no reason for Oklahoma to not be one of the main picked teams when playing college football 26. They're built to be that everyone is excited about them overall, and now all they got to do is show up, and everybody's gonna be excited about it. So I'm hyped about that. I want to hear from you all on that. Also, Top 10 toughest places to play because of you, Sooner fans, because of you, Sooner Nation. Guess what? Oklahoma landed at number 8 on the top 10 toughest places to play. Leading the way, of course, is LSU at Tiger Stadium. I've been down there at Death Valley. It's pretty absurd. Whenever they're winning, they are pretty rowdy. Beaver Stadium's at 2. Ohio Stadium for Ohio State's 3. Sanford Field's 4. Bryant-Denny is 5, which is Alabama. Number 6 is Memorial Stadium for Clemson. Another Death Valley. Number 7, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, Florida. And then Oklahoma's 8. Autzen Zoo, the Autzen Stadium down there in Oregon. Up there in Oregon is number 9. And then Michigan Stadium, the Big House, it's number 10 on the list. And so Oklahoma having number 8, man, it's going to be tough to play in there. I don't know if y'all have played the game. I've played it extensively, and I actually played against Oklahoma once because I want to see how it felt to be on the road there. Man, my entire team struggled. Now, I ain't going to lie. I couldn't really get much going on at all because the game truly makes sure that it's really hard for you to get anything done. Like, really hard. And so, for me, I'm like, all right, I just don't want to do that to myself ever again. So I just went ahead and just started up my next season and created Oklahoma. And I'm just going to run with Oklahoma, and we're going to do a franchise. Now, they have the Road to Glory video out, and it's pretty cool on the Road to Glory that they actually had Oklahoma as one of the teams. You can see them coming out the tunnel. You saw the Sooner Schooner. So it's pretty fun to see that. And so now, I can see, again, you're starting to see that Oklahoma is maintaining its respect, and now we got to do is go on the field and show it. So, like with the top 20 quarterbacks on the College Football 26, John Mateer falls at number 6 on the list. Is Kay Klubnik, Garrett Nussmeier, Drew Aller, Sam Levitt, Lenore Sellers, and then it's John Mateer, which, honestly, I'm going to be honest, him being 91 tied with Carson Beck and Lenore Sellers and Sam Levitt is kind of a surprise to me. I did not think that the game was going to respect him like this, but hey, I'm not going to complain or argue with it because now when I go play this game, guess what? Mine's going to be so much easier because my quarterback's going to be really good. It's going to be pretty accurate, and he's going to be able to run. Going to be terrorizing defenses whenever I log in. So let me know what y'all think. What system will you all be playing College Football 2026 on? Let us know in the comment section. Maybe we'll link up and play a game someday. Because, yeah, I'm going to be jumping on. I'm not sure what system yet. I'll let you know. But I want to see which one y'all got. Whoever I guess has the most, I'll probably buy it for that system. And then we can all get on and have ourselves a nice little party. So, also, who are you all going to run with for your dynasties? That's usually the toughest part for me. I like to do a team where I can go in and do the rebuild, right? Like, I don't do the Road to Glory thing. That's never been my thing. I'm bigger on, I just want to take a program, be the coach, and go recruit and go find that stud running back, that stud wide receiver, the stud defensive player. And I want to start building up into a dynasty. So I like to start at the bottom and then work my way into getting the job that I really want, which is one of the blue bloods. And it's typically my goal is to get towards Oklahoma. It's kind of tough. Actually, it's very tough because that job usually rarely comes open because the job, it's rare to find out that they're bad. So because of that, I'm like, well, I guess I probably, I had to go dominate. I've gotten it once before as an offensive coordinator and then took over the job from the coach that retired. I guess Brent Venables got tired of coaching about 20-something years, but truth be told, ain't that easy. So definitely want to hear from you all on that. And so again, tell us who you got in the comments, what system you plan on playing on. If you do plan on playing, may try to find you. I'll tag you or comment back to you if I get it on that system. We have to hop on the sticks and play someday. And so thank y'all for pulling up here on Locked On Sooners. Thank you all for being part of the show. Make sure you subscribe wherever podcasts are downloaded and listen to, as well as here on YouTube. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss an episode whenever it drops. Follow me at Unfair Sports. Follow my guy John over at John 9 Williams on the Expert. And the show is Locked On Sooners. You can find us on TikTok, Pinterest, Instagram, and all of that, where you'll see a lot of our clips and our shorts. Make sure you go subscribe and join the family there. For your next listen, go check out my guy Brian Smith over there at The Portal. If you want to get more recruiting news, he'll let you know what's going on in the college football landscape. And he's talked up Oklahoma a few times, so definitely show him some love over there. But for John Smith, I am your boy, John Williams. I'm your boy, Jay Smith, and we'll chop it up tomorrow. Boomer Sooner.